Hello, everybody, and welcome back to LELB Society. This time I'm going to narrate or tell you another story from Rumi or Molana in English. The Athlete and the Headless Lion by Rumi from مثنوی معنوی. And also it comes with a Persian version if your Persian proficiency actually is high enough. So the story of the Athlete and the Headless Lion or پهلوان و شیر بی سر و دم by Rumi or Molana from مثنوی معنوی with a podcast for non-Persian speakers. And as you can see, this is the Persian version of that story or anecdote. داستان پهلوان و شیر بی سر و دم از مثنوی معنوی مولانا. And also it has been embedded inside this Persian lesson in English for non-Persian speakers. Okay, so Molana or Rumi's Masnavi has instructive and readable anecdotes with interesting points. Masnavi's fascinating stories such as the story of the Thorn of Existence or خاربن وجود are very popular among Persian speakers and also non-Persian speakers to learn Persian online. Therefore, the LELB Society's Farsi language teaching team has provided this Farsi language teaching resource for non-Persian speakers by simplifying and editing this story or anecdote from Rumi in both English and Persian versions. And here is their anecdote or story. The Athlete or Wrestler and the Headless Lion. این حکایت بشنو از صاحب بیان در طریق و عادت قزوینیان. In the old days in Qazvin, there was a strong wrestler and athlete. This athlete was very strong and powerful. Therefore, no one dared to confront him. One day, this wrestler saw a picture of another wrestler on the wall with a lion, dragon, and a leopard tattooed on his arm and body. The wrestler thought to himself, I should also tattoo and draw the emblem of a real lion on my body and arms. These roles and emblems can vividly depict my greatness and valor. And the athlete looked for the name and address of the most professional tattooist of the town. And he finally located the tattooist's workplace and introduced himself to him. The wrestler talked about his courage, strength, and greatness, and that there was no one on earth like him in heroism and bravery. گفت چه صورت زنم ای پهلوان؟ گفت برزن صورت شیر ژیان. طالعم شیر است نقش شیر زن. جهد کن رنگ کبودی سیر زن. The tattooist asked the wrestler what he wanted from him, and the wrestler replied, I want you to draw a line on my back dexterously, which is my sign. The tattooist took a look at the wrestler's body and regarded him as worthy of the lion's emblem. Therefore, he brought his tools and equipment to start tattooing a lion on the athlete's back. چون او سوزن فرو بردن گرفت، درد آن در شانه گه مسکن گرفت. پهلوان در ناله آمد کی سنی، مرا کشتی چه صورت میزنی. گفت آخر شیر فرمودی مرا. گفت از چه عضوی کردی ابتدا. گفت از دمگاه آغازیده ام. گفت دم بگذار ای دو دیدم. The tattooist started his work. As soon as the first needle touched the wrestler's shoulder, he screamed loudly, "Oh, what are you doing?" The tattooist said, "You wanted it yourself. You have to bear it while I tattoo a lion's figure on your back." The wrestler sadly moaned, "Where did you start from the lion's body that is so painful?" The tattooist replied, "From the lion's tail." The athlete replied, "Don't worry about the tail of the lion. I'm out of breath from the pain. Let's forget about the lion's tail." And the tattooist resumed his work. The wrestler shouted again, "Which part of the lion's body are you tattooing now?" "This is the lion's ear," said the tattooist. The athlete cried out and asked the tattooist to skip the lion's ear as well. And the tattooist raised his eyebrows and sighed deeply before continuing his work. As soon as he put the needle on the wrestler's body, the athlete screamed again in agony. And the cosmetic artist took a look at the athlete's face, which had turned black, and said with surprise, "This is also the lion's belly." "This also hurts a lot," said the athlete in agony. "This lion is always full, and it doesn't need to have a belly." خیره شد دلاک و پس حیران بماند، تا به دیر انگشت در دندان بماند. بر زمین زد سوزن از خشم اوستاد، گفت در عالم کسی را این فتاد؟ شیر بی دم و سر و اشکم که دید؟ اینچنین شیری خدا خود نافرید. ای برادر صبر کن بر درد نیش، تا رهی از نیش نفس گبر خویش. The artist angrily put the needle on the floor and said, "Where in the world have you seen a lion without a head, a tail, and a belly? How are you a warrior when you can't bear the pain of a needle?" This is such a big irony. In this poem, Rumi beautifully portrays someone who claims to be a warrior, but this powerful warrior cannot bear or tolerate the pain of needles. The tattooist also blames the warrior for having to endure all hardships and pain to achieve his wish. And there are some tags linked to this post. Learn Persian online with 400 Persian lessons and videos. Courage, Learn Persian online. مثنوی, Pain, Persian literature, Persian poetry, Rumi. Strength, Tolerate, and Dard. And some related lessons. The Value of Health or Qadr Afiyat from Golestan by Sadi with poem. And The Donkey's Gone from Masnavi by Rumi plus Persian poem, and the Persian equivalent or the original text in Farsi is Kharbin. And also The Oak and the Reeds by Aesop for ESL students. Remember, you can also leave your comments or questions here at the bottom of this Persian lesson. Thank you so much for your attention. Hope you found it useful as usual, and hope to see you soon in our next video. Thank you. خدا نگهدار. خداحافظ. Bye bye.